other than go to the bars or the beach, and they're closing all of it. It's really messing me. I think they're blowing it way out of proportion.
And in the Midwest, Chicago's Shedd Aquarium is also closed to the public, but animal care staff are still working around the clock. Without any guests, it's a great time to take the penguins on a long-awaited field trip, and they've earned it.
New York State now has the highest number of cases of people infected with the CCP coronavirus in the nation. The number almost double that of Washington, which has the second highest number of cases. State Governor Andrew Cuomo gave updates about how the state is handling priorities like hospital capacity and having less people out and about to mitigate the spread.
Hospital ship U.S. Comfort is coming to New York in the future weeks, Governor Andrew Cuomo announced Wednesday. The move comes after President Trump agreed to dispatch the ship.
But the president and I agreed yesterday, look, we're fighting the same war, and this is a war, and we're in the same trench. And I have your back, you have my back, and we're going to do everything we can for the people of the state of New York.
But the ship won't be here for weeks. Pentagon spokesman Jonathan Hoffman told reporters that it is currently getting repairs in Virginia. With 12 operating rooms and 1,000 hospital beds, it will increase the state's hospital capacity to treat infected COVID-19 patients. And to slow the spread of the coronavirus, Governor Cuomo mandated that companies must have at least 50% of their employees working at home. That doesn't include essential services like food, healthcare, and transportation. But he says not to worry, despite the rumors.
I'm going to be quarantined. I'm going to be locked out. They're not going to allow me to leave my house. I better stock up on groceries. That's not going to happen.
He continued, saying a shelter-in-place mandate for New York City wouldn't stop the spread of the virus because people would find ways to get around the restrictions by going to other cities or states. Melina Weiskup, NTD News.
As the number of cases continues to grow, Governor Cuomo reminds people not to get carried away by emotion or disconnected from the reality of the situation. And while all agencies are preparing for the worst, the FDA says there's no need to empty shelves at grocery stores. The agency insists there are no nationwide food shortages. It says Americans should only buy enough food to last a week, adding that if certain items are low, they'll be restocked soon. To help, the FDA is making it easier for suppliers to get food and drink approved. They'll use faster methods to make sure products are safe. Regulators have also lifted restrictions on trucking to help keep merchandise moving. The Trump administration's economic stimulus package may be laid out to Senate Republicans today. And since the virus affects the respiratory system, the Pentagon is preparing thousands of ventilators and masks. The equipment is designed for soldiers but will be repurposed for civilian use.
U.S. Defense Secretary Mark Esper said Tuesday the Pentagon will provide 5 million respirator masks and 2,000 specialized ventilators to federal health authorities.
As circumstances evolve over the coming days and weeks, we will continue to take every necessary precaution to protect our forces, to safeguard our national security capabilities, and to support the President's whole-of-government fight against this virus.
Esper said the ventilators are designed to be used by troops. The first million respirator masks will be made available immediately. Esper said the military will need to train civilians on how to use them.
We'd have to do a train the trainer, if you will, maybe provide some people to make sure that the civilians who would use them know how to use them properly. They're unique in terms of deployability. They got single-use functions in some cases, so they are different than what you would find on the civilian end because they're meant to be deployable.
Esper also said he asked the Navy to prepare hospital ships for deployment. He said the Pentagon will talk with state and local leaders to see if there is any need for field hospitals. These measures would take the pressure off local hospitals.
And in other news, public schools in New York City are closed for at least a month. This family put on their thinking caps on and hit the books anyway, this time from the comfort of their own home. NTD's Kevin Hogan has the story.
This little girl wants to be a fifth-grade teacher.